In this video, we are going to go through a complex number problem, how to deal with this type of problem. So we have been given to say, solve for x and y, given that 1 over x plus iy plus 1 over 1 plus 3i is equal to 1. We know that I is a complex number, this I, please, and I is equal to 1, then I squared is equal to negative 1. In fact, I hope we are able to see, I is the square root of negative 1. Yeah. Then if you square this side, you also square this side, and the answer will come out negative 1. Okay, we should know that property to say I squared is equal to negative 1. From here now, how do we deal with this type of problem? If you see this, we are solving for x and y, so make sure that this thing go the other side. What are you having? So you're going to have 1 over, you'll be able to see 1 over x plus iy is equal to this one minus this thing, because this side is positive to become negative, 1 over 1 plus 3i, like that. Now, your this part, you can make it as a single fraction by finding the common denominator, like this part. So I'm going to have 1 over x plus iy. When you find the common denominator here, it's 1 plus 3i. 1 plus 3i multiplied, 1 into 1 plus 3i, it's 1 plus 3i. 1 plus 3i multiplied by 1, it's the same 1 plus 3i, minus this negative. When you say 1 plus 3i into 1 plus 3i, this will cancel out, it remains with 1. 1 times 1, it is 1. Now, if you see, this is 1 minus 1. These are like terms. So we're going to have 0. So we'll remain with 3i. So we're going to have 1 over x plus iy is equal to 3i over 1 plus 3i, like that. So now, whenever you see an I, a complex number symbol, this I, in the denominator, try by all means to remove it. How are you going to remove this I from the denominator? You are going to conjugate. So you conjugate. When you conjugate this, before you even conjugate, please, before you even conjugate, look at this part also. You have 1 over x plus I. What if you just say x plus iy? What's the answer this side? Now, because you have 1 over x plus y, or x plus iy, then you say x plus iy. This is when you move whatever was in the denominator, put it on top. It's more or less like you have conjugated, or you have rationalized. So I'm having x plus what? Iy is equal to, so this will flip as well. So whatever was on the denominator will go up. So 1 plus 3i over 3i. Because this is just 1. So it's more or less like you're having an inverse. So when you just flip, even in this part will also flip. Get me clearly. I have flipped, even this part should flip. The reason why I have flipped, because here I only have 1. If it was 2, I could have done something else, but since it's 1, I have just flipped, and the other part should be flipped. Now, when you reach here, you're going to conjugate, so that to make sure that you remove this I in the denominator. When you conjugate the denominator, so the sign will change. Since it's positive, it will become negative 3i over negative 3i. When you multiply this with this with what? This. What are you having? This. So we're going to have x plus iy is equal to 1 times negative 3i is negative 3i. Positive 3i multiplied by negative 3i is negative 9. Now this I and I, it will give you what? I squared. What do you say about I squared? Okay, so come here. 3i times negative 3i is negative 9. Again, I times I is I squared. What did we say about it? So this is equal to, what did you say about I squared? Anyway, so negative 3i. Now, this negative I squared is equal to negative 1. Negative 1 times 9 is negative 9. Negative 9 times this negative, it will be plus 9 over equally I squared is equal to negative 1. With this negative, it will come out positive what? 9. Now, here you have three parts. You have an imaginary part. This is an imaginary. Whenever you see I, this is an imaginary part. This is the whole number here is what? It's a real part. So you have an imaginary and a real part. And this division, which is 9, you are going to say negative 3i over 9 and 9 over what? 9. This 9 is divisible by this 3i and what? 9. That's what it means when you close this. Yeah. So now we have x plus iy. This x is real, iy is imaginary. So we're going to say real with real, imaginary with what? Imaginary. So we're going to say x is equal to, you pick the real, which is 9 over 9. 9 over 9. Because x is real. So your x is equal to what? 1. You're able to see, yeah. Your x is equal to 1. Like that. What is your y? So your iy, which is imaginary, will be equal to the imaginary part, negative 3i over what? 9. Iy is equal to, this will be negative I over 9. So iy, you'll be able to see, is equal to, this is more or less like I have negative 1 over 9i. Negative 1 over 9i. This I and this I, this side will cancel out. So my y will be equal to, please, sorry, I forgot. 3 into 3 is 1. 3 into 9 is 3. So here you should be having 3. Yeah. So it's negative 1 over 3. This is the final answer. This is the answer we are having. Y is equal to negative what? 1 over 3. Yeah. So you have found your x is 1 and your y is what? Negative 1 over 3. Please see it clearly. This is how it has moved. Yeah. This is your values for x and y. You have solved. Thanks for watching.